Hello everybody, my name is Ipuduboy Basa Enrayasa from 7th class. So today I would like to present some expression that we can use in business English. Okay, the first is highlighting and emphasizing. In highlighting and emphasizing, there are also some uh, part that include with some expression in it. Okay, we jump to the first. The first is focusing. Focusing with from focusing, it is for make the audience focus to what we have explained or offer. The expression can be I'd like to emphasize, I'd like to stress, I should reiterate or repeat. It is critical or essential to understand. Okay, for the sentence example, I'd like to stress that our product already made for global. Okay, next is what. What here uh, include with what we can do is, what I'd like to do is, what we have been able to do is, and what is really important is. This expression can be used for highlighting the product or service that we offer to the audience. For example, what we have been able to do is make our employees reach their dreams. Repetition. In repetition, uh, the expression repeat in order to highlight. For example, uh, this is a very difficult problem. So the uh, problem is highlighted by the word very, which is being repeated. It also the same with we thought for a long time about this, and we need to do something, and we need to do it now. Next is simplifying. Simplifying focus with simple phrases. The expression can be to be honest or frankly speaking. Next is basically or to put it simply. And next is believe me. For example, uh, believe me, this product is good. Next is analyzing. In analyzing, we ask the audience to analyze the product that we offer. For example, the expression can be let's look at this more closely. It is this expression can be show that the product is very good, that the audience will believe about the products that we offer. And next is what does this mean exactly? And in other words. Next is articulation, stressing, and stretching. In this part, there are divided by into two. The first is auxiliary verbs, do, does, and did, and keywords. In auxiliary verbs, we use articulation or stressing in the auxiliary verbs. For example, we did achieve many things last year, and it does seem to be the best solution, and we did think very carefully about this. And for the keywords, for example, I agree, it is important, and we have tried repeatedly, believe me. And there is a lot of room for improvement. Next is dramatic language. The dramatic language can be used to highlight the product or service that we offer to the audience. For example, a total, absolute, complete, or complete disaster. Agreed, or outstanding or remarkable success, and totally unacceptable or quite brilliant. Contrast. We can use dramatic contrast to highlight the product that we offer. For example, yesterday it was easy and today it is far more difficult. Next is engaging your audience. In engaging your audience, there are also some expression, and the expression divided into some part. The first is rhetorical questions. The rhetorical questions create variety and expectation, leading to an interested audience. So, uh, for the example, are we satisfied with this product? And next is, do we really want do we really want to downsize? And then, is this company growing fast enough? Or can we afford to ignore this problem? This kind of question can create variety and expectation for the audience. And it will engage and can make your audience focus to you. Next is over clarification. In over clarification, you should involve your audience by asking questions. So, for the example, the expression, is that clear? Or are there any question about that? And I'm sure some of you want to take me up on this. Okay, next is directing questions. Eh, the expression that we can use, for example, George, I know you have a lot of experience. Could you comment? Perhaps I can ask Peter to answer that question. Peter? So in second sentence, the presenter want Peter to answer the question. So it will engage between the presenter and the audience. The next expression is, I'd like to try an experiment. Would you ask your neighbor? So it will make the audience will ask their neighbor. Next is creating rapport. This is like we make a report that we send to our boss. The expression can be, we don't need to spend time on this. And then I know what you are thinking, and I'm sure everyone in this room. So the report can be everyone that being an audience. Okay, next is interesting facts. And so we can interest the audience with statistics. For example, uh, we can use expression that, did you know that the rain in this city is less than 1 day? Or according to a recent study, there are some rain in other city. And then I read somewhere that the population grew 80% faster, for example. And then we have interesting examples. In this part, the audience also uh, a specialist. For example, oh, I'm sorry. For example, we can choose one of the audience that can be an example. And then, for instance, and as an example. Next is acknowledge. Acknowledge can be used for engaging your audience because it is from the recent study or the theory from the expert. For the expression that can be used, that we can be used is are, I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that electric founder is Faraday. Or I realize you all know that Thomas Alva Edison found or make bulb, like that. Okay, next is diplomacy. Diplomacy or softening. It can be diplomatic or use diplomacy. So the audience will feel that they also being watched by the presenter. For example, the expression is I tend to think that, and then it seems to me that, or it may be a little or a bit difficult. Okay, next is the visual aids, design and type. In this part, also divided into some part that include with the expression. Okay, the first is introducing the visual. In introducing the visual, it illustrates things you can't say in words. For example, okay, let's take a look at. You can point to the PowerPoint or the uh, Blackboard. And then I have a transparency to show you. And then the first, second, next, or final slide is while you pointing the PowerPoint. Okay, sorry. Next is check with the audience. The expression that can be used are, is that clear for everyone? Or is that in focus? And then, can everybody see that? So this expression we can use for check our presentation already, is it can be seen by the audience or not. And next we have meaning of the visual. The expression that can be used are this shows or illustrates or demonstrates or refers to blah blah blah. This is a graph or a diagram which shows that the population increased 80% faster. As you can see, this is the picture of population increase. And then here we can see that the population increased very fast while you pointing the PowerPoint or graph. And then we have focusing attention. In focusing attention, we can use some expression. There are, I'd like to draw your attention to blah, 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 or one of the most important aspects of this is, and then at first glance, it seems blah, 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 but blah, blah, blah. For example, I would like to make a sentence. At first glance, it seems 20%, but it become 80%, like that. Next is type of visual. Uh, the type of visual that we can use for in visual aids, for example, line graph, organigram, flowchart, pie chart, bar chart, shapes, map, table, and technical illustration. And the last is equipment and environment. Visual aids can be separated by equipment and environment. The first is a board, a marker, a whiteboard, curtain, a flip chart, a video player, a cassette recorder, a pointer, a microphone, a slide projector, an overhead projector, a handout, a transparency, and a slide. Okay, I think that's all from my presentation. Thank you.